Everybody. I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my SmackDown review. So let's jump right into it. To start off the show, we kick off the show with LA Knight. LA Knight starts off the show and he talks about his match this coming Saturday night with Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event. And LA Knight talked about how he is going to beat Rollins at Saturday night's main event tomorrow, and you know, LA Knight says Rollins can look to getting beat by me tomorrow at tomorrow night Saturday night's main event. LA Knight talked about his hatred for Seth Rollins, and he can't wait to have their match at Saturday night's main event. And LA Knight talked about how he was going to absolutely destroy Seth Rollins tomorrow night at Saturday night's main event tonight on SmackDown. And then we get the first match of the night, which was the Prodigy Roxanne Perez versus Kairi Sane versus Sol Ruka versus Alexa Bliss. This was probably the best match of the night in my opinion. This was probably the best women's match of the night. These ladies had a really great these women had a great match tonight. I mean, all these women they really did a great job tonight. They really did a awesome job. Fun match to watch. Great match overall. I thought it was fun to watch. Very entertaining. We got the face to face with Alexa Bliss um, and Roxanne, which I thought that was really cool. We got a face off between those two during the match tonight on SmackDown. I thought that was really cool. I like how WWE played up to that. And then the match overall, it was really fun, really entertaining. I enjoyed it. Great women's match. Alexa Bliss picks up the win over Kairi Sane, Sol Ruka, and Roxanne tonight on SmackDown Live in a very fun, very entertaining women's match tonight on SmackDown Live. And then we had a tag team match. We had the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits in a tag team match for the tag team championships. The Wyatt Six ended up beating the Street Profits tonight on SmackDown for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This was a decent 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on SmackDown Live. I thought it was a decent 2-on-2 men's match for a tag team match. I thought it was decent. The crowd did pop for the Wyatt Six after they won. They did pop for them, but it wasn't really the greatest pop by no means. But they did get a pop after the Wyatt Six did get a pop. The Wyatt Six did get a pop after they won tonight on SmackDown. They did get a pop. This match between the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits tonight for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships was decent. It was alright for what it was. I enjoyed it. I didn't think they were going to take the belts off the Street Profits so soon. I didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest. I thought the Street Profits would have a good run with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But I guess they weren't doing enough with the championships, I guess. And the Street Profits ended up losing the SmackDown Tag Team Championships to the Wyatt Six tonight on SmackDown Live. The Wyatt Six are now your new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. They beat the Street Profits tonight on SmackDown Live. And then we had the main event, which was Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa. This was the second men's tag team match of the night. This match was decent. I'm not a fan of men's tag team wrestling. I'm just not. SmackDown is overdoing it with the tag matches. They're overdoing it. It's way overdone. I don't like it. I think it tag team wrestling overall needs to go. I'm going to be honest, on Raw and SmackDown, tag team wrestling needs to end. It really does. I'm not a fan of tag team wrestling for the men or the women. I'm not a fan of either one. But this tag team match with Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa was a decent 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on SmackDown. It was alright. I mean, there was really nothing to write home about during this match. It was okay. Fun tag team match for what it was. I mean, I'm not a fan of tag team wrestling. Like I said, I think tag team wrestling is way overrated. But the but Jimmy Uso and LA Knight pick up the win over Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. And after the match, LA Knight takes out Solo Sikoa, and then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker ended up attacking LA Knight after the match, and they beat down, and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker beat down LA Knight after the match, and that's how SmackDown goes off the air. But we had the best women's segment tonight was the segment with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I would recommend you guys go back and watch that segment with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss tonight on SmackDown Live. They had a really good segment on SmackDown tonight. Really, really good segment. And then we had a segment with Jelly Roll. Shout out to Jelly Roll and Bunny XO. We had a segment with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. This was probably the second best segment of the night tonight on SmackDown was with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. This was a really good segment. I can't believe I'm saying that. But Jelly Roll and Logan Paul ended up cutting promos on each other. And Jelly Roll tells Logan Paul that Nashville doesn't give a damn about him and his podcast. And then Logan Paul says Jelly Roll doesn't belong in the WWE. He belongs on the stage and not in the WWE. And Logan Paul tells Jelly Roll he belongs on the stage. Kind of a weak promo by Logan Paul. I thought Jelly Roll had the best promo of all tonight on Logan Paul overall. I thought Jelly Roll had the best promo that he cut tonight against Logan Paul. Logan Paul kind of looked weak. Logan Paul didn't really say much except for Jelly Roll doesn't belong in the WWE. He belongs on the stage. And that Logan Paul called Jelly Roll an outsider. Kind of weak. I didn't think Logan Paul looked good in this segment at all. I thought Jelly Roll looked really, really good in this segment. Jelly Roll definitely outshined Logan Paul tonight in their segment. And then Randy Orton comes out, and Randy Orton calls Logan Paul an outsider and tells Logan Paul to stop disrespecting Jelly Roll. The man is loved worldwide. The man is well known. And then Drew McIntyre comes out and hits Randy Orton with a Claymore. And then after Drew McIntyre hits Randy Orton with the Claymore, Logan Paul hits Randy Orton with some punches. And then Jelly Roll gets involved and he throws down Logan Paul by the hair of the head. So that's how that segment pretty much ended. And then we get another backstage segment with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton backstage, and Jelly Roll tells Randy Orton that he does not trust Logan Paul, and Randy Orton tells Logan Paul, Randy Orton tells Jelly Roll that he doesn't trust Logan Paul either. I'm sorry, guys, it wasn't Logan Paul. Randy Orton tells Jelly Roll he doesn't trust Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll asks Randy Orton if he can come down tomorrow night at Saturday night's main event and watch him wrestle Drew McIntyre. And Randy Orton says, "Hell yeah, I would love for you to be in my corner tomorrow night at Saturday night's main event to watch me fight Drew McIntyre." And Randy Orton and Jelly Roll tell each other they love each other, and they both shake hands. And Bunny XO is backstage with Jelly and Randy Orton. I thought that was really cool. That was really another awesome segment with Bunny XO, Randy Orton backstage tonight at SmackDown. That was a really, really another awesome segment. I thought that was really, really awesome as well. Overall, this show was built around Jelly Roll and his feud with Logan Paul going into SummerSlam. And this show was built around Jelly Roll tonight. Jelly Roll had the biggest pop of the night. He got 2 segments tonight on SmackDown. He got one. Jelly Roll got a segment with Randy Orton, Logan Paul, Andrew McIntyre, and Jelly Roll got a backstage segment with his wife Bunny XO and Randy Orton. So Jelly Roll got 2 segments tonight on SmackDown. If there are 3 things I would recommend you guys go back and watch tonight on SmackDown, go back and watch the 2 segments with Jelly Roll, and go back and watch the Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair segment. Go back and watch those 3 things tonight on SmackDown Live. Overall, SmackDown Live, it was okay. We didn't get much out of this show. Like I said, this show was built around Jelly Roll and his feud with Logan Paul going into SummerSlam. So that's what we're getting. It looks like we're going to get Jelly Roll in the ring with Logan Paul at SummerSlam. But other than that, that's pretty much all that happened tonight on SmackDown. If you guys enjoyed this SmackDown review, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, make sure you turn on that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos when I drop them. And thank you guys for watching this SmackDown review tonight. This show, like I said, this show is based around Jelly Roll tonight on SmackDown. Other than that, that's pretty much the gist of it, folks. That's how SmackDown was tonight. That's how SmackDown pretty much was tonight, was centered around Jelly Roll. Other than that, the show was by the way, shout out to Bunny XO and shout out to Jelly Roll. Shout out to those 2. So, big shout out to Bunny XO. Oh my God, it's Bunny on her podcast. Shout out to her. And shout out to Jelly Roll. So big shout out to Bunny XO. And shout out to Jelly Roll. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this SmackDown review tonight. Tell me what you guys thought about SmackDown tonight, and down in the comment section. Tell me what you guys thought about SmackDown tonight down in the comment section. Did you guys like SmackDown tonight? Did you guys hate SmackDown tonight? And give me your rating for SmackDown tonight down in the comment section. I'm going to give SmackDown a 3 I'm going to go 3 out of 10 for SmackDown tonight. SmackDown didn't do much. SmackDown revolved around Jelly Roll, like I said. Then that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this SmackDown review. Tell me what you guys thought about SmackDown tonight down in the comment section. And give me your guys' rating for SmackDown tonight down in the comment section as well. I'm giving SmackDown a 3 out of 10. And I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great Friday night. And I'll talk to you guys later. You boys out. Peace.